On the news tonight, promotion of religious tolerance, Governor Makinde hosts Saudi delegation. Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate International Women's Day. And correspondent brings searchlight on importance of students' industrial attachment program. A very good evening and thank you for joining us on Nta Ibadan's News Tonight. I am Nta Ibadan. Governor Makinde has reiterated his administration's determination to ensure that the state remains peaceful and secure for residents, especially individuals and organizations desirous of investing in the state. The governor stated this while receiving a delegation of Saudi Arabia led by the head of Arabic Language Department, Al-Qura University, Mecca, Professor Hassan Buhari, at the governor's office, Agodi Secretariat, Ibadan. Ayomiko Ajibola has the details.
Receiving a delegation of Saudi Arabia, Governor Makinde said his government had been fostering religious tolerance and harmony in the state without bias or sentiment for any religions. This, according to him, has made the state to be peaceful and welcoming everyone irrespective of religious affiliation.
Your state today, people are unable to divide us on religious line. They may say a whole lot of things, but at the end of the day, the truth is always coming out. I want the message to go out that your state is peaceful.
Earlier, the head of Arabic Language Department, Al-Qura University, Mecca, Saudi Arabia, Professor Buhari, said that the team was in Ibadan for a workshop at the University of Ibadan for judges and university lecturers towards promoting religious coexistence among the people. The leader of the team, who spoke through an interpreter, lauded the Oyo State government for fostering a peaceful atmosphere in the state and expressed readiness of the Saudi authorities to assist the state in the area of development. Governor Makinde was thereafter decorated with a special recognition award of the Al-Qura University, Mecca, for his good deed towards Islam. In Ibadan, Ayomiko Ajibola, NTA News.
Thank you, Ayo. And now to the National Assembly. Senate says the court has no constitutional right to stop the legislative arm of government from carrying out its functions, such as lawmaking. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal, stated this at Tuesday's plenary while reacting to the ruling by the federal court sitting in Abuja, restraining the National Assembly from going further to amend the new Electoral Act 2022. He explained that the doctrine of the separation of powers in the Nigerian Constitution conferred on the legislature the function of making and amending laws brought to it by individual members or the executive, and any attempt to interfere with this constitutional duty will amount to infringement of the constitutional provisions.
As clear-cut separation of powers, and I mean separation and exercise of powers. The judiciary, under no circumstance, can stop the legislature, the National Assembly, from performing its legislative duties.
I think the argument you have raised is valid, but this one will present in court to discharge that order. We cannot sit and appeal here on a matter that's already been given an order in court. So I think that we should exercise caution in sitting the judgment over a matter that a decision has been given, or at least an order has been given.
If the judiciary wants to come into the legislature and decide when we sit and when we don't, then there's anarchy. If the judiciary will simply say we are not to consider this and that, and we obey those kind of rulings, that's anarchy. Because it's emasculating the legislature, and that's not supposed to be.
And now the International Women's Day is celebrated annually on the 8th of March. It is a day that commemorates the social, political, and economic achievements of women. In this special report, Omokaide Igbari takes a look at the significance of the global day that has shaped the society by highlighting issues that have affected women over the years.
Women in different parts of the world take advantage of the day to converge and celebrate one another and canvass for inclusiveness and equal representation, as well as include climate change. With the theme for this year's International Women's Day, Break the Bias, is to sensitize women and youth towards a world that is equitable, inclusive, and free from bias and discrimination for women to move forward.
You know, I think the men should actually tap into the opportunity that, yes, women may not be stronger physically, but we have a law upstairs.
This is an aspect of life, whether we agree or not. This aspect of life is what we have picked on to encourage women to come out in their numbers and break the bias against women in politics.
To some residents of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, what is the day to them? And what do women need at this point in time?
Women should always introduce and make sure that they join the progress of the country.
We have to identify, to acknowledge that if we want to move from a level of development, we need to have laws that protect the rights of women. Women are
Men knowledge that bias exists is, however, not enough. They urge government at all levels to look into the activities of women to allow them act in different political capacity for the development of the nation Nigeria. In Ibadan, Omokende Igbari, Nta News.
And in the same vein, the need for active involvement of women in politics and governance has again been emphasized. This was at the walk staged by the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, in conjunction with other women group to mark this year's International Women's Day. Ifeoluwa Omoshule was there and now reports.
Gender inequality has been on the front burner, especially in developing countries such as Nigeria. Figures show that women's participation in politics, both at the state and federal level, is unacceptably low, with experts advocating for greater participation for women for proper representation at all levels.
100, I would say women involvement in politics and governance is 1 over 100. Because you would agree with me that in this Oyo State House Assembly where we are, we have only one woman as a female member of the Oyo State House Assembly. In Oyo State, I'm sure we have about 3 who are at the National Assembly. So are we saying that we have adequate representation? So the answer is no.
They should please give us our right. They should consider women in every position, in all spheres of life. We can do it.
In commemoration of this year's International Women's Day, the women group presented their letter of request.
We deliver to the Speaker of the House, and he will find all possible means of passing it across to His Excellency.
International Women's Day is celebrated every 8th of March. This year's walk was celebrated with the theme Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. In Ibadan, Ifeoluwa Omoshole, Nta News.
We now pause for some messages. Nta Ibadan News continues shortly. Just stay with us.
We don't like to eat better. More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Capri-Sun Funland. Can't wait. Hey!
Entry denied.
No artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives.
Access granted.
Next up, the water slide.
Great fun and great taste. Capri-Sun, the taste of fun. Capri-Sun, a product of Chi Limited.
You know why Fanta goes really great with snacks? Because just like Fanta, snacking is colorful. Snacking isn't formal, which means no knives and forks. You don't even need to book a table for snacking. In fact, you don't need a table at all. Snacking is comfy and playful. Snacking is a tasty treat. That's why snacking is colorful. Snack with Fanta.
Thanks for staying tuned. The Student Industrial Work Experience Scheme SIWES is to expose students of tertiary institutions to practical aspects on the job experience. To this end, many organizations accept requests from institutions of learning for students on industrial training to serve as ad hoc staff in their organizations. But how well has the scheme achieved its objectives? This is the focus of this special report by Boluwatife Awokoya.
The impact of the Student Industrial Work Experience Scheme on the academic development of students in tertiary institutions cannot be overemphasized. Jayola Fadare, a graduate of the University of Ilorin, who participated in the 6-month CWES program, comments on her experience.
Helping me right now, because where I work as a TV host, I work as a reporter, I work as a red carpet host, I host karaoke too, and you can call me the media sugar. So,
in a bid to ensure that the CWES program is conducted properly and to monitor the activities and performance of students undergoing the program, a number of techniques are employed.
They are being monitored through their attendance anytime they come to work, which is very important. Anything they put down in their logbook, that is the training received from Nta Ibadan, is put down to they put it in their logbook, and through that we'll be able to monitor what they are doing, so that it is what they are here for, that we ensure that is what they put down on their logbook, and it's being monitored by their supervisors.
Some at the end of the day are even recruited by the organizations where they did their service, and there are some of them that the smart ones amongst them, because of the skills they've been able to acquire, once they graduate and they cannot go to take employment in those organizations, there are some of them that have set up small businesses for themselves.
Grateful for the opportunity the experience affords them, students undertaking the program testify.
the experience so far it's been eventful. Then I've been exposed some of the things they do in the media world.
So far I have been able to know how to type, because I wasn't conversant with it before, but now I've been able to type, know some editing keys, being able to teleprompt, and know the difference between press release, press statement.
The CWES program has proven its relevance in the curriculum of tertiary institutions by exposing students to the practical aspects of their discipline, which in return encourages good academic performance and enhances better productivity of students in the labor market. In Ibadan, Bolatife Awokoya, NTA News.
And now to today's highlight of COVID-19 update. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has reported 2 new cases of COVID-19 in 2 states as at Monday, the 7th of March 2022. The states are Kaduna and Rivers with 1 case each. Till date, 245,659 cases of COVID-19 have been recorded in the country. Out of these, 249,206 patients have been successfully treated and discharged. The death toll stands at 3,142 till date. And now a special coronation Islamic prayer for the new Olubadan of Ibadan land. Dr. Lekan Balogun will come up tomorrow, Wednesday, the 9th of March 2022. The prayer, which is coming up at the Aliwo Central Mosque, will be presided over by the Chief Imam of Ibadan land, Alhaji Abubakar Agbomotomo Kekere. He is to be supported by leagues of imam, according to a statement by a prominent member of the family, Senator Kola Balogun. The prayers will commence by 4 p.m. And that wraps it up on our package of Nta Ibadan News tonight. We thank you for being a part of it. Omokende Igbari is on standby for the Yoruba version Iroyin. Thanks for watching. Good evening.
The
Hotel and Suites òtítọ́ nílé ìtura ọ̀nlẹ̀ yìí ilé ìtura táwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń wárí fún pẹ̀lú àwọn yàrá tí ọyẹ́ ń kórìrì nínú ẹ̀ tó ń ti àwọn ọ̀pọ̀sọ̀ tí kì í mú kára ròyìn gbogbo tó ń lọ lágbàáyé lẹ́ẹ̀ máa rí wò nínú yàrá kọ̀ọ̀kan bá a pẹ̀lú rẹ́sítọ́ráǹtì wọn báwo lẹ̀yin ṣe fẹ́ sí ààyè ìgbọ́kọ̀sí tó tẹ́jú pẹ̀lú ààbò tó péye fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣayẹyẹ gbọ̀ngàn gbàlódé tó gba omi lẹ́ngbẹ́ ènìyàn pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀rọ amúlétutù standby generating set lọ́gọ́tì náà bàbá lọ lówó kalẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá àwọn yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tàbí èyí ń dé sílùú Ìbàdàn ilé ìtura yẹn ni kẹ́ ẹ máa lọ Gbèmádé Hotel and Suites tó kalẹ̀ sí Gbèmádé opposite Leyland Ìyálóde area Ìyànà Church Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ State Nigeria. Gbèmádé Hotel and Suites ìsinmi dára ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní àkókò ìgbádùn.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Lálẹ́ òní láti jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ìsìn ó gbinlẹ̀ sí gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé gba àlejò ikọ̀ láti Saudi. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ lágbàáyé láti sàmì àyájọ́ àwọn obìnrin. Akọ̀ròyìn wa bójú wo pàtàkì ìfìmọ̀kún ìmọ̀ àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fásitì. Ẹ̀kálẹ́ àkíwà kò ṣá látàárọ̀ àkí àwọn obìnrin náà kú àyájọ́ àwọn obìnrin tó kù lágbàáyé. Ọmọkẹ́hìndé Ìgbárí lórúkọ tèmi jẹ́. Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ti ṣe àtẹnumọ́ rẹ̀ pé ìjọba òun kò ní yẹsẹ̀ kúrò lórí àgbélárugẹ ìrẹ́pọ̀ tó wà láàrin àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ èyí tí yóò pèsè àǹfààní fún olúkúlùkù tí ó bá fẹ́ dá iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀. Gómìnà ló yọjú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí síta lákòókò tí ó ń gba àlejò adarí lẹ́ka èdè Lárúbáwá ní fásitì kan lórílẹ̀-èdè Saudi Arabia Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Hassan Bukari lọ́fíìsì rẹ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Ayọ̀míkò Àjíbọ́lá wà níbẹ̀ àbọ̀ tó mú wá nìyí.
Nígbà tó ń gba aṣojú ilẹ̀ Saudi Arabia lálejò, gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ṣe àlàyé pé ìjọba òun kò kéré nípa àgbéga fún àwọn ẹ̀sìn ní ilẹ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú fífi ààyè gba olúkúlùkù láláìsí ìkùnsínú kankan. Èyí ni ó yọjú rẹ̀ síta pé ó ti ṣe okùnfà àlàáfíà àti ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀sìn láàrin àwọn ènìyàn. Ó wá lo àkókò náà láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè Saudi Arabia fún pípèsè àǹfààní láti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àti àpérò pàtàkì láàrin àwọn olùkọ́ fásitì ní ilẹ̀ yìí àti àwọn adájọ́ ní ìlú Ìbàdàn pẹ̀lú àtẹnumọ́ pé àpérò náà ni yóò túbọ̀ ṣokùnfà ìrẹ́pọ̀ láàrin àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ṣáájú ni adarí lẹ́ka èdè Lárúbáwá ní fásitì Al-Qura ní ìlú Mọ́kà orílẹ̀-èdè Saudi Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Bukari ṣe àlàyé pé ikọ̀ náà wà ní ìlú Ìbàdàn fún àpérò fún àwọn adájọ́ àti olùkọ́ èyí tí ó dá lórí àgbéga àti ìlọsíwájú ẹ̀sìn láàrin àwọn èèyàn. Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ní ikọ̀ náà wá dá lọ́lá pẹ̀lú ìmọrírì gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni ẹ̀yẹ pàtàkì fún fásitì Al-Qura Mọ́kà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Saudi Arabia. Ayọ̀míkù Àjíbọ́lá ló ti ń jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA.
Ilé aṣòfin àgbà nílẹ̀ yìí ti sọ yànyà pé ilé ẹjọ́ kò ní agbára kankan láti dáwọ́lé aṣòfin dúró lórí àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ òfin tí ó bá gùn lé. Ààrẹ ilé aṣòfin àgbà nílẹ̀ yìí aṣòfin Ahmad Lawan ló yọjú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí síta lákòókò ìjókòó ilé fún ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun tòní nígbà tí ó ń fèsì lórí iṣẹ́ ilé ẹjọ́ gíga kan tó ń jókòó nílùú Àbújá lórí dídáwọ́ ilé aṣòfin dúró fún àtúntò sí ìwé ètò ìdìbò ilé wa ti ọdún 2022. Ó ṣe lálàyé pé agbára pínpín àṣẹ àti àyẹ̀wò tó wà nínú ìwé òfin ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà
ló wà lákàtà ilé aṣòfin pẹ̀lú agbára láti ṣe àtúnṣe sáwọn òfin ilẹ̀ yìí pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tó bá jẹ́ látọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba aláṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ìgbésẹ̀ láti dáwọ́ òfin bẹ́ẹ̀ dúró lè pagidínà agbára ìwé òfin ilẹ̀ yìí. Àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn obìnrin lágbàáyé ni wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe ní gbogbo ọjọ́ kẹjọ nínú oṣù kẹta ọdọọdún. Ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ kan pàtàkì láti jíròrò lórí àwọn ohun tí obìnrin ń dojúkọ àti àwọn àṣeyọrí obìnrin nínú àkànṣe ìròyìn yìí. Akọ̀ròyìn wa bójú wo pàtàkì ṣíṣe àyájọ́ yìí àti ipa rẹ̀ fún ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ.
Àwọn obìnrin ní ẹlẹ́kàǹkà ní àgbáyé ni wọ́n parapọ̀ láti ṣe àyájọ́ àwọn obìnrin ní àgbáyé. Ní ìdí èyí tí ó tún bójú wo ohun tí àkóbá èyí tí ojú ọjọ́ ń ṣe láàrin àwọn obìnrin ní àwùjọ ló mú kí àwọn pe àdàpè ti ọdún yìí ní ọ̀nà dídẹ́yẹ sí èyí tí ó wà láti sin àwọn obìnrin ní gbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́ lórí akitiyan wọn láti di àwọn ipò tó ṣe pàtàkì mú ní àwùjọ.
Àtijọ́ ni wọ́n máa ń sọ pé ọmọbìnrin ò ní ẹnu ọ̀rọ̀ àbí ọmọbìnrin ò ní ọgbọ́n lórí. Ní ayé ìsìn yìí a lot of nǹkan gidi nǹkan ńláńlá lọmọbìnrin ti gbé ṣe láyé rẹ̀ lórí ọwọ́ rẹ̀ láì rí ìrànwọ́ láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ pé òun fúnra rẹ̀.
Kan gbárùkù ti àwọn obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ wọn tóbìnrin bá jáde tó fẹ́ ṣòṣèlú ẹ má jẹ́ ká ní tiwọn báwo ká ní pé ká support wọn ká gbárùkù tí wọn ká dẹ̀ tún wo àwọn nǹkan tá a lè ṣe láti gbé obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ wa dé ipò.
Sí àwọn olùgbé ní ìlú Ìbàdàn tí ṣe olúìlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kí ni àyájọ́ yìí jẹ́ fún wọn? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n tiẹ̀ mọ ohun tí àyájọ́ yìí jẹ́? Kí ni àwọn obìnrin nílò ní àkókò báyìí?
Èrè tí bá ń ṣe òṣèlú wọ́n rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ìranù ni wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti wá rí ní ìsìn pé òṣèlú kì í ṣe ìranù mọ́.
Jíròrò pé báwo la ṣe lè ṣèjọba báwo la ṣe lè ṣòṣèlú nítorí pé kí ni ní ayé tá a wà nísìn àwọn obìnrin náà wọ́n ń kúnjú òṣùwọ̀n wọ́n kàwé wọ́n ní làákàyè wọ́n ní ọgbọ́n.
Ní báyìí tí ó jẹ́ wípé ọgbọ́n orí ènìyàn kò tẹ̀lé gbé bí ọ̀rọ̀ dídẹ́yẹ sí àwọn obìnrin ti ṣe ń lọ tí ó ti fẹ́ máa gògò ní àwùjọ. Ó nílò kí ìjọba lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà ó bójú wo àwọn ojúṣe àwọn obìnrin láti rí wípé wọ́n di àwọn ipò tó ṣe pàtàkì mú fún ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè tí ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà.
Ìpè fún ṣíṣojú tó péye fáwọn obìnrin nínú òṣèlú àti ètò ìṣèjọba ni wọ́n tún ti ṣe àtẹnumọ́ rẹ̀. Èyí ló jẹyọ níbi ìrìn ìfarakínra kan tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akọ̀ròyìn lóbìnrin àti ẹgbẹ́ obìnrin lóríṣiríṣi péjọ èyí tí wọ́n ṣe nílùú Ìbàdàn. Ìfẹ́olúwa Ọmọṣúlé mú ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn ọ̀hún wá.
Ìdáyẹsí obìnrin ni ó ti máa ń jẹ́ kókó ìjíròrò ní àwọn ìlú tó ti ń tẹ̀síwájú pàápàá jùlọ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Ìṣirò fi hàn pé àwọn obìnrin ni wọ́n ní àyè péréte nínú òṣèlú pàápàá jùlọ ní ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ àti ti ìjọba àpapọ̀ èyí tí àwọn onímọ̀ wá ń pè fún àyè tó tó fún àwọn obìnrin kí wọ́n bá lè ṣojú wọn dáadáa ní gbogbo ẹ̀ka ìjọba.
Ìyà ń jẹ obìnrin o a dẹ̀ ti máa kọ́ this time around.
Tọkùnrin bá jẹ́ adarí orílẹ̀-èdè kóbìnrin jẹ́ agbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ tí gómìnà bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin kóbìnrin jẹ́ deputy governor. Àwọn ọ̀nà tá a lè fi fún obìnrin láyè tó tọ́ ni òun náà là ń béèrè tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà wọ́n kọ̀ láti fún wa ní nǹkan kan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yọjú nípa nǹkan tó bá ìlú lọ decision making ní pé politics ni o iléèwé gíga ni o gbogbo ẹ̀ ó yẹ kí wọ́n lè jókòó kan sọ pé a ti tó bẹ̀ láti ní certain percentage tó tọ́ sí wa.
Láti lè sàmì àyájọ́ ọjọ́ àwọn obìnrin lágbàáyé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ náà ni wọ́n mú àwọn ìwé ìbéèrè wọn lọ sí ilé aṣòfin ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láti lè fi òpin sí ìdẹ́yẹsí obìnrin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Ìgbésẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti èní lọ náà nìyẹn a máa jókòó lénìí púpọ̀ àwọn tó ń mú wáyé máa gbé sílẹ̀ ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin. Mo ti sọ wípé àwọn ọkùnrin tá a ní ọkùnrin tó ń fẹ́ràn obìnrin ni wọ́n.
Àyájọ́ ọjọ́ obìnrin lágbàáyé ni wọ́n sàmì rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹta gbogbo ọdún. Àkọ́rí àyájọ́ ìrìn tọdún yìí ni fífòpin sí ìdẹ́yẹsí obìnrin fún ọ̀la tó dájú. Nílùú Ìbàdàn, Ìfẹ́olúwa Ọmọṣúlé ló ti ń jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA.
Ìbáyìí àdúrà pàtàkì ní ìlànà ẹ̀sìn Islam ni wọn yóò ṣe fún Olúbàdàn tuntun fún ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Ọ̀mọ̀wé Lékan Balógun ní ọ̀la òde yìí ọjọ́ 9 oṣù tí a wà yìí. Àdúrà náà ni yóò wáyé ní mọ́ṣáláṣí ńlá ti Àlíìwò níbi tí Chief Imam ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Alhaji Abubakar Agbọ́tọmọ kékeré yóò ti máa léwájú àwọn àgbáríjọpọ̀ àwọn ìmáàmù yòókù nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn fún àdúrà náà. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan tí ọ̀kan lára ẹbí Olúbàdàn fọwọ́ sí, aṣòfin àgbà Kọ́lá Balógun jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé àdúrà náà ni yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní agogo 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́. Mọ́démọ̀gẹ̀ pé ìpéjú ṣòun làlàáfíà kò wá jẹ́ ibi tí a rí mọ́ fún ti tàṣálẹ́ òní. Ọ̀la lágbára Elédùà ní kẹ́ tún darapọ̀ mọ́ wa fún ìròyìn wa láago 1 ọ̀sán. Orin rẹ̀ láòsùn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láòjẹ́ kásùn rẹ̀ o.
Onímọ̀-ẹ̀rọ Joshua Olúkáyọ̀dé Pópóọlá tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí POJ mọ́gàjí agboilé òjèwé iná òkè ọ̀fà bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn kí Olúbàdàn tuntun fún ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Ọba Aláyélúwà Sẹ́nitọ́ Dr. Mohud Ọlálékan Ìṣọ̀lá Balógun Àlíìwò Àlíokùn Mádékejì kú oríire bí ó ṣe gorí àpèrè àwọn baba ńlá rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Olúbàdàn tuntun fún ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Kábíyèsí o ọmọ ọlápọ̀ ọmọ erin jogun ọlá ọmọ òtọrọ ọbẹ̀ tọrọ abẹ́ ọmọ bò lọ́bẹ̀ ò má bẹ́ wá ọmọ agbóríyá tàka sọ́mọ. Kábíyèsí o adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ adókìnní ẹ̀sìn ọba òjẹ́ kò pẹ́. Olùkéde Onímọ̀-ẹ̀rọ Joshua Olúkáyọ̀dé Pópóọlá tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí POJ mọ́gàjí agboilé òjèwé iná òkè ọ̀fà bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
The north is so beautiful and the food, it's nothing like I have ever tasted before. The color,
vibrant. What about the aroma?
The aroma, oh gosh, it smells just like this one.
This smells so good.
Yeah. Your Dambo Shinkafa tastes even better. How did you do it?
Onga seasoning. It's all the seasoning you need for great taste and aroma.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Bye.
Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it.
Fún ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Ọba Aláyélúwà Sẹ́nitọ́ Dr. Mohud
Nothing like I have ever tasted before. The color,
vibrant. What about the aroma?
The aroma, oh gosh, it smells just like this one.
This smells so good.
Yeah. Your Dambo Shinkafa tastes even better. How did you do it?
Onga seasoning. It's all the seasoning you need for great taste and aroma.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Bye.
Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it. How do you manage to keep your fabric so white? And how do you manage to keep your house this clean?
I always use Hypo to make our white clothes whiter and to keep our home clean and germ-free.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your home free of illness causing viruses and germs with the disinfecting power of Hypo Bleach.
One expert. Enjoy true feelings, a flood of emotions, the taste of victory. Are you ready? Use promo code and get 200% bonus.